Welcome to Business Accounting, How to Create a Budget. This is really geared towards smaller businesses, and I'm going to show you a daily tracking worksheet that I have behind me. Amanda here from the Business Finance Coach, and in this video I'm going over business accounting and how to make a budget. My goal in this video is to really simplify business accounting and budgeting into one task that you can do and a habit that you can build for your business. I give this spreadsheet template out with my business spreadsheet template, but this worksheet is specifically to keep track of your business accounting as you're earning and spending, instead of something that you would use if you're trying to go back and catch up your records quickly at the end of the year. Now, here's the thing, business accounting records, they're supposed to be kept regularly. This is required for taxes and legal purposes. It's really a benefit to us as business owners. If you don't know your money, and when I say know your money, I mean really know your money, because you look at your money every day and you know where every penny is going and coming from and when. It just gives you an amount of information that gives you more power over your experience. Money is freedom, right? And oftentimes, I find that business owners think that they know their money when they don't really know their money. From my own personal experience, like I am in business finance, that was my industry, and I was really an expert in that industry. But when it came to my personal money, I avoided it, didn't want to look at it. I didn't keep my personal or self-employed business records at first updated regularly, and I didn't think that I had a problem. Like, I thought it was fine, I know this stuff, and I just didn't think I had time for it. I didn't think that I could do it right then. Like, there was just more important things. Over the years, I have learned that really knowing your money and prioritizing your money and organizing it and knowing it, it just shifts everything. Because as humans, we have relationships with everything, and we have a relationship with money. And the more I've gotten to know successful business owners, they always know their money as well. And so now I can really see that connection clearly. That's part of the reason why I'm passionate about this video and about a course I'm doing that helps people build this habit. So now let's jump into the spreadsheet. I'll be walking you through the steps that you would actually take to keep track of your accounting records as you're earning and spending, and then how you can do a budget in here as well and know what your bank balance will be in the future. This is going to be like the most basic way to do this. So the first tab, you can see it says self-employed daily tracker. So this one says LLC, or if you just want to use it. This one is a reconciliation. This is reconciling your bank account as you go, and you're going to know what your bank balance will be in the future. But this is only going to be really useful to you if you actually primarily use your bank account. And as an LLC, you should be using a bank account in your LLC name and having a complete record like this spreadsheet to reconcile everything that comes in and out of the bank account, because an LLC is a separate business from your personal self. This first one is just keeping track of income and expenses, and that gives you your net business income per day, and then for the month at any given time right here. You can see we have a column for each day. First, second, third, fourth, fifth, all the way to the 31st, and pending, because at the end of the month you might have some things pending. So here you will list your income items, and here you'll list your expense items. Use whatever makes sense to you. You might just have one column income, or you might want to keep track of things in different ways. It might be more convenient for you to say like Joe or Susie, who pays me in cash, or company X, who I do some jobs for occasionally. Like, whatever makes sense, label it that. Your expenses, label them whatever you call them. You can use my business spreadsheet template to sort these categories at the end of the year and automatically total them up into the tax categories. For during the year while you're keeping your records, you want these things to be what makes sense for you. In the right column, you can see the totals in the darker color totaling up for the month. So once you've been keeping track as you go, doing one column each day, entering what you earned and spent, Then you have the totals that you're actually earning and spending, and you can use these to start to budget in the future. Now, I'm going to explain this process of keeping your accounting records as you're earning and spending and budgeting for the future on the second LLC worksheet with the bank reconciliation, because I find it most helpful to be able to know what your actual bank balance is going to be, more than what this worksheet tracks, which is just your net business income. So it's really up to you. Now, when I first started keeping my records, I kept two worksheets, one for my self-employed business and one for my personal spending, and then I would keep track of the amounts I moved from my business bank account into my personal bank account. So I kept two of the worksheets I'm going to show you next, the bank reconciliation. Knowing what your bank account is going to be in the future based on how you earn and spend is really useful, so that you can actually use the information, because that's where so many people get stuck, is having the accounting be meaningful and something that they can actually use to make decisions. When you get started on this spreadsheet, you enter the month that this worksheet is for, and you start out on with the first of the month. You're going to enter your beginning bank account. Then remember, this is day by day by day as well, and then we have our totals for the month totaling up down here. We have the same income section and the expense section, but instead, because we're reconciling a bank account, we have an entire section for bank increases. If, as an owner of your LLC, you put money into your business bank account, maybe because you need to pay some business bills, maybe a client hasn't paid you, whatever the case, you need to keep track of those contributions that you made into your business, because that's not income. You don't want to pay taxes on that. So that's what this line here is for. And then down here we have bank decreases. So any amounts we pay us, that goes to a capital account. Let's say we did some personal spending out of our business account. That would go here under other personal spending. And then we have all of our business expenses. And so we have our total bank decreases and total bank increases, which includes our income and our expenses down here, but it also includes those other categories so that we account for everything. We have our net business income or loss, just like on the other worksheet, total income minus total expenses, but we also have our ending business bank account. And if we click in here, we can see that this starts with our beginning, adds our bank increases, subtracts our bank decreases, and that gives us our ending balance. So today's the 13th, and we're going to reconcile our bank account, or let's say it's the 12th. To get started, you need to get out your receipts, or wherever you wrote down what you've been earning and spending. You need to come into your spreadsheet, and in this case, we use our bank account. So we're going to open up our business bank account, log in on an app on your phone or on your computer. Maybe you like to print, and then you want to go through and you want to enter all the income you've received and all of the expenses that you've paid. And you can see here I put a note. When you're keeping track as you go, you can keep track of more detail, and you can put that in by going right-clicking and selecting Insert a Note, and then you can type in to keep some extra information handy. Once we're done, we're caught up. You can see down here, enter your ending bank balance. Because we're reconciling our records on the 12th, we can enter what our ending bank balance is today to make sure that we're correct. So let's say our bank balance was 2,344. Oh my goodness, look, we're $206 off. We actually had a $206 expense. Let's put that right here. And there we go. Now look, we're even on our bank reconciliation. So ideally, to build the habit of maintaining your records regularly, since getting this all caught up for the first week and a half might have taken some time, tomorrow, to build this habit, we want to come back and we want to say, okay, did we earn anything and did we spend anything today? Oh, we spent $600, we earned $200. Okay, we got that in. So what is our bank balance now? Now our bank balance is 1944. Okay, we're reconciled, and see how now you can see, okay, we updated our records both of these days, and we entered our ending bank balance. That's how you use this to keep track of your records. Now, to use it to budget, you can see we have some numbers over here on the right. What are these? These are the amounts that we think we're going to earn for the rest of the month. These are the expenses that we think we're going to have for the rest of the month, 40, 44, and 44. The things we have to spend on. So if we come down here to our bank balance, we can see, first of all, what our net business income is, total income minus expenses for the month. Even though we're only over here on the 13th, we can see what we think it's going to be for the month and what our bank balance will be. I want to spend $1,000 on a new computer because my computer died. What will happen if I spend that $1,000 and also $600 on XYZ on this day? Okay, now we can see what our bank balance will be. It's going to be lower, of course, but I hope you can see how this can help you. And then tomorrow on the 14th, when we come back to update our records again, we're going to come to this column and enter any income we have. We're not expecting any, but maybe we end up getting some, so we could put that in, and any expenses we have. We're not expecting any, but maybe we decide to pay this $40 expense earlier, so we would put it in here. You see how this works? And then we'd come down here and enter our bank balance accordingly. And voila, we're maintaining our records as we go and we're keeping a budget. So on whatever day we have the time, we could also create a copy of this worksheet, name it our April records, and then click duplicate to make another copy of it. And we would already have our income and expenses, our common ones, in the worksheet. And then we can clear out everything in the worksheet by just highlighting everything and clicking delete. I'm gonna undo that. And we can plan for next month and go ahead into the future. Now, my business spreadsheet template that I give away for free includes this worksheet, and it also includes an income statement by month. So it looks just like this, only it has all of the months on one worksheet. Now, you could link your totals from here for each month. These would be April's to that worksheet so that you can see month by month by month. And that's something that you can do if you're keeping track of your records as you're earning and spending. I hope this video has been helpful for you. If you want the spreadsheet, head over to my website. The link is in the description below. When you sign up there, I'll also be telling you about a course I have that helps you build this habit, which is live online with me in a virtual meeting room. Otherwise, I'd love to hear from you in the comments below, or I'll see you in the next video.